back. I had to reassign the buttons on my controller again. Oh, and, you know, the gap between all that stuff. Did I even upload the last stream of this game? I probably haven't. I need to fix that then, if that's the case. Oh well. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. We are going to climb Death Peak. And then we're going to go into an area where we backtrack a whole bunch because the people who designed the extra content for the DS version of this game probably weren't quite sure what they were doing. And I mean, when it comes to the writing, I can understand why you'd want to be a little bit careful because, again, you're taking an established game and you're adding on some stuff to it, and I guess in some senses, yeah, you're taking multiple established games and you're adding things onto one of them to link the two together. And at least one of them is quite beloved, so you don't want to upset anybody, at least not in that regard. So, with that, with Robo having learned Electrocute, I am going to continue to flounder with my words a little bit here while I take a look at who all we can teach moves to, and who's going to end up getting into the party. I think it's going to be Marl for now. Yeah, so Robo's going on the bench. I think at the very least that hopefully Ice Water is still like an effective way of clearing out mobs. Although, as you can see, we don't have to worry about that right now. We've got a Lava spawn. So with this thing, it's very simple. Hit it in the head. If you hit it in the back, that's not so good. It will counter with that big AoE needle attack. And as you can tell, it does quite a bit of damage, so I think Frog is just going to be on heal duty for a little bit. Yeah, especially seeing Marl with a max HP of less than 600. I don't even think she's that under-leveled because the EXP distribution from having people in the back row is not that bad. Back row is not really the appropriate term for it, of course, because there's not really a row system as such. But, yeah. Also, that sound effect with the bubble attack is really weird. I think that's gotta be incorrect. I just don't remember what the original sound is, so I couldn't tell you for sure. Oh, also there I go hitting the shell. Yeah, and you can see here that that's not such a smart move. However, it did wake Ayla up. Unfortunately, things are not all good in that regard because now is when it starts spamming out the status effects, and oh boy, Marl is fucking dead. Awesome. Maybe I am underleveled. I'm like never actually certain of that because, well, many reasons really. Alright, so we're going to let this thing do its weird sounding attack. God damn it! That is viscerally upsetting. I'm in no real position to, like... Oh, good. Well, I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, and it's that I'm not going to be able to land a hit until that happens. Well, okay, so that clears our status effects at least. Although, ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, Ayla, revive her. Okay, so we should have a full party up now. Should being the operative word. I understand that as I say that, it's, you know, something's gonna probably come up and the game's gonna be like, yeah, actually, no, somehow. I should have kept Robo in the party. This is the important part here. Let me try actually remembering to use haste. That would be that might be helpful! Yes. Boosting up the dude who can actually deal with things. And hey, look at that failure to land confusion. That's good. At least something is going our way right now. But aside from that, we have definitely kind of messed this fight up pretty badly. I guess mercifully there's enough room to recover, so it's not all terrible. It's just quite a bit more irritating than it should be. Because, wow, I fucked it up real bad, didn't I? That said, we now have a pretty good idea as to what this thing's attack pattern is. Which we find out right as the fight ends, that it goes Needles, Weird Red Dome, Sleep, Confuse, and then Loop. Also, there is our buttload of dual techs that we got from not using Marl very much. A Gigaton arm. That is going to be a piece of equipment for Robo, obviously. How's that fare? That's a nice boost, that's for sure. Alright. Now we slip out the back way. And this is the area... No, this is not the area I was thinking of. So there's an area where you can fall off of the edge. Let's put on some ice water here and see if that's actually remotely viable. That did good damage. Okay, so that killed all of them. Alright, nice. Nice. Yeah, so there's an area that's like this sort of bridge material, but you can fall off of the edge. So it's actually one of the very rare places in the game where you want to not run. Okay, dudes, there's no reason for that kind of grossness. And yeah, I'm pretty sure when you fall off, too, you end up, like, all the way back at that save point. It's a little bit unforgiving, to put it politely. I'll equip the Brave Sword. That gives us some more damage. It does reduce our magic, which means that we probably shouldn't equip it, because Frog probably wants more of the magic to be able to heal, but... it will do for now. Okay, I think we missed something here, and I just don't remember what it is. Because clearly, we should be able to go inside of that rock wall, right? Because you can see where that path in the middle is. And you can get an idea that if you go there, that's where it goes. So let's try going back around here for a moment. And of course, you can see the lava spawn is gone forever. If nothing else, we can go heal over there. See if maybe we can whack on the door of sorts here. No, okay. I'm forgetting a thing. It's been quite a while since I've played this game, which I think I explained all the way back when I started, so by now we should all know that, in theory. We'll go ahead and save while we're at a save point. Yeah, I know, right? Novel idea, isn't it? But that's because that lava spawn enemy, pardon me, was kind of annoying. So hey, who really wants to fight that again? Alright, so I don't know how to get up there. Looks like it's a place we can get up anyway. Ah, yes, these things again. Yeah, just making sure that we can't go out this way. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was just really hard to see because of the blizzard. I think that makes sense then. That's, you know. Alright. Now back in the middle. Oh, what? Just one of these? Oh, that's weird. However, it's a very easy encounter to just mash A through, so I will not complain about that. Alright, we got a Hadean Sickle. That is a new weapon for, of course, Magus. I think that's better than the one that we can buy for him, too. So that's nice. We want to bring him out. He's got some damage for him. And, oh, boy. We've got another one of these. Alright, Marl, don't do ice water. That would be really silly. Haste Frog, however. That's a good idea. Now, the attack pattern should be exactly the same as before. I can't imagine them changing it. That'd be a real dick move if they did. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh, I did it again! Okay, I mashed the A button too hard. Actually, that second time I did not mean to do 2 inputs at all. So that is just... I think my controller is being a little overexcited too. Also, it's really nice that I couldn't see that going off because of where the interface was. Well, boy, it was nice being able to do things. But now I don't get to... Oh, no, she's still awake. Okay. And now she's confused, so never mind. That is the fight over. It's a good thing that we saved recently. I'm just going to control R to... No, I that can't I? I was going to say, I'm just going to hit control R and skip ahead, but... On the other hand, we don't really need to skip that far ahead. See, this is why I saved after the other one, is because I know that I'm an idiot and I'll do something real stupid like that. You know, we should see if we can get into this fight again, can we? Yeah. Things relearn. I think we learned an actual technique just there, so I'm gonna take a look at that. Okay, yeah, so Ayla learned triple kick, which means that in theory we could probably sub her out, but she's actually good. She's our main damage dealer at the moment. That might not be such a useful idea. And we learned Cure 2 for Frog. That's a single target, isn't it? It sure is. That's unfortunate. That's certainly a list. Alright, now remember that the switch is over here. As I said, it's very hard to see because of the blizzard effects. Like, perhaps a little needlessly so. Throw those down, guys! Dev team going absolutely apeshit with those. Dracula, so he's good at running, right? Either that or I'm, like, just picturing, like, Slavic tracksuit memes. Just does squats. Wears Adidas. Has ridiculous computers, probably. Actually, no, I think when I say that, I'm thinking of the... I forget the whole name of the channel, but it was like Boris something or other. And it's this really stereotypically Russian dude who, one of his videos was a vodka-cooled computer. That sounds like a horrible accident waiting to happen, by the way. The internet is full of some very weird shit. let's use a shelter real quick because we took a few more lumps than we should have on our return trip there. Alright, now this time let's try to not be stupid and not slap this thing in the shell. This, however, is an encounter we can just mash through. Easy. I'm pretty sure those enemies only have 500 HP, so almost 700 damage between everybody is pretty good. Alright. It's lava spawn time. So we're going to try and charm the head on this thing and see if it's got anything of value. I'm suspecting that to be a resounding maybe. An elixir. I mean, that's okay. Insert his name and associated mist with him. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense, I think. Hey, crit counterattack. Nice. Incidentally, this is reminding me, I don't remember a whole lot of RPGs from the era, but I definitely feel like it's a little unusual to see this level of haste fall off of characters. That may actually have been a completely normal thing for a lot of this era Squaresoft RPGs, but it feels like it sticks out to me. And now Frog's confused and hasted. That's good. Good combo. Ah, yes, somebody had to figure something out to do with the with the half the information they air quotes had, right? But it turned out it was all a load of shit. It sounds like how I don't know where I'm going with that, never mind. Or as they call him, Luke. Anyway. Hooray, we're done with another lava spawn fight. Yay, we learned Cure 2. I think Double Cure is an AoE healing, but it is a double tech, which more efficiency, yeah. Fully restores all allies' HP and status, so that could actually be pretty handy. Alright, so I think Arise is Marl's last move. Yeah, considering MP cost 15, that sounds about right. That is our full life. Not to be confused with a type of consequences. So we should be done with her pretty soon. Alright, yeah, this is the one that warns us about the fact that everything here is slick. Which is basically, hey, you should probably go into walk for this. It'll make things easier for you. And there we go, we got the Yaksha Blade. That is for our buddy Chrono whenever we are able to revive him. Which is not too far off at the very least. Okay, yeah, this is just a path. I thought for a second that there were more layers to this or something. And here we are. We're up on the upper level of that one screen earlier. Ah, 90s advertising. Yeah, that sounds like... That sounds like the sort of level that kind of thing was on. I was gonna say, I hope they all said whilst, or as opposed to whilst, which is, you know, clearly what it means to say, but, you know, the use of, like, oh, you suck, or, you know, the play like a girl type of thing, which, you know, nowadays that wouldn't be considered acceptable at all. Alright, we've got more of the same here. On the other hand, I do like Have You the Stones on a certain level because, like, yeah, okay, first of all, it is sort of the normal... Oh, wow, okay, what did I... Why did auto... Did I not move off of her the other time? I'm doing my inputs like an idiot. Huh. Anyway, yeah, because, you know, on the one hand, it's... Well, they're making the standard type of statement for, again, a 90s video game ad. But on the other hand, you know, the 3 spiritual stones that you have to get to go to the future in Ocarina of Time. We all understand why this is funny. I don't gotta explain the joke. And she goes right back to taking a nap. And of course, Marl gets confused, because why not, right? However, that should clear all the status effects, so at the very least, there's that going for us. On some level, I feel like this fight almost, like, rewards you having slower characters a little bit. Because clearly we saw that Marl wasn't able to take an action while she was confused because it took her forever to actually fill her ATB meter. Even while hasted. Which at least they're going to be polite about that to you. Even if the rest of the fight is slightly irritating. But there we go. This time, we destroy the head, and it leaves behind a shell. As we saw the one doll giving us the advice to push the shell and climb the shell. This has a weird hitbox, like, located, as you can see, like, 3/4 of the way in. So we get into position, we hit A, and up we go. Which, admittedly, they don't tell you that part, but eh. Pick this up, it's a memory cap. That is going to be a defensive item. We're going to give that to Chrono when we resuscitate him. And so we make our way to cutscene point. Oh, it appears to be multiplying and sending itself into the egg. Huh. That's weird. And then it exploded. That's not so good. Ah, fucking Norstein Beckler, he didn't give us a good enough doll. I knew that guy was untrustworthy. He's a disembodied pair of hands. Oh. Oh, maybe the egg hatched instead of exploding. As we get a solar eclipse in an area where there's basically no sunlight. Stone statues, an unsettling sight. Yes. The game remembered our party, too, by the way. Look, there's Robo and Frog. Can we interact with anyone else here? The answer is going to be no, but we're going to try everything anyway. Hey, can we just punch the shit out of Lavos while time is frozen? And then when time unfreezes, it takes all the blows at once? Or is that not a thing? Well, time to flop out this weird, horrible doll. Get the pose exactly right. I can only imagine this takes, like, forever, because you have to agonize over the exact pose or something, and... Now that we've done this, we, I don't know how we're gonna get out of here, but we're gonna do it, apparently. And thus, oh hey, this tree on Death Peak has a bunch of Christmas lights on it now. That's weird. Now Chrono finally wakes up. Hello, Iron Fury. How is it going? Well, I think waiting is a bit of a stretch, Marl. We were all doing stuff, so... We were working to make it happen. Don't undersell it. Not bad? That's great. And yeah, Marl gets special animations and stuff if she's in the party when you rescue Chrono at Death Peak. I very rarely get to see them because I don't use her very much because I don't think she's that good, but... Well, I think I've been over that before. Hey, come on. You know by now, Marl, that Chrono is incapable of speech. You know, Brian and you are doing a red rando race tomorrow if you want in. About 7:30. 7:30 Eastern? Question mark? Because I'm over in Central, so that'll be 6:30. That'd be something that I'd be down for. Make sure y'all hit me up with, well, the emulator to use and everything, because I'm assuming that y'all are using VBA. I switched over to MGBA as my main emulator for Game Boy stuff a while ago, and... You know, I don't want to be the person who ends up causing any questions to be called in about that sort of shit. I have a video coming out on Wednesday at 5 p.m. about Pokemon glitches in Red and Blue. And there actually are some weird emulator stuff between VBA and MGBA. It probably won't affect the performance or anything in a real manner, but, you know, sometimes I get inside my own head and all this other stuff. Oh god, excuse me. Let me save up real quick. Maybe usual wacky bullshit. Sounds good to me. Alright, so now that we've got Chrono back in the party, let's have a quick talk to Mr. Old Man here. Merely placed a piece upon the board. It was not my hand that moved it. Some sort of Kingdom Hearts reference, because they had that weird, like, knot chess that they played. in Kingdom Hearts 3 at least, so yeah. And yeah, as usual, the Epoch is back here. The Epoch, the Epic, if you wish, however you want to pronounce it. I am going to continue to switch it up because I have a problem. And yeah, here is where Old Man Gaspar tells us about where we can go if we want to go fight Lavos. We can either go into the bucket, we can fly to 1999, or we can crawl through the Black Omen. Of course, we can't go through the Black Omen in 2300, but in any of the other time periods where it exists, we can go through it and we can fight Lavos. In fact, we can go through the Black Omen multiple times and get some of its special treasures multiple times. And by that, I mean we can get into certain special non-boss encounters more than once. We can, I don't think we can get any of the chests more than once. And basically, it's not as important as you might believe it to be, despite this being a game about time travel. Anyway, now this man is going to tell us about some side quests. Save the Mickey Mantle is not a horse. Alright, I'll have to check that out. Forest brought back to life by the sheer determination of a woman in the Middle Ages. Fortress of one of Magus' 3 former generals in the Middle Ages. Ooh, we should take Magus over there. Has to be done in the future in the birthplace of machines. Oh yeah, that one gives us a great boost for Robo. A prehistoric stone that will shine with the light of all the ages of the world. The restless spirit of a proud knight slain by Magus in the Middle Ages and lingering even in the present. An object of legend in the Middle Ages that sparkles like a rainbow. And here is a better translation of one of the more infamous mistranslated lines of the original, which said something like, someone very close to you also has something. And a lot of people are like, oh, is it in reference to some way you can save Shala? And of course, this sparked like 1.5 billion rumors. I remember that the first time I encountered it, and I was using a guide to play through this game because I was very young and not exactly great at RPGs. I'm only kind of meh at RPGs even now, I guess, but, you know, I'm better than I was when I was 13, or however old I was when I first played this. I don't remember. And I looked at a guide, and it said that it was specifically referring to the Black Omen, which is probably a little weird. And basically, we gotta run through time and help a bunch of people out. It's kind of like the ending of the 3rd season of Doctor Who, of the new one. And by new one, I mean, well, it debuted like 17 years ago, the version starting with Christopher Eccleston, so calling it new is a little weird. And I mean the reference to be a bit of a joke. It's not really like that at all. Since you're also playing a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack, heads physical special split, very good. Stupid levels are randomized, and you have a Lugia with a Water Ghost type and Drizzle as its ability. Nice. That is a great setup. So, speaking of which, speaking of physical special split and ROM hacks, it's good to see that there's so many ways that people are doing stuff like that. I actually did start picking at, because there was some chat in Round the Wheels Discord about Pokemon distribution in the 2nd generation, and I was like, let me see if I can start working on that. And it turns out that working with the Pokecrystal decomposition project is actually a lot less frustrating than I remember it being. Or rather than it looked like it was. But yeah, that has a thing that you can stuff a physical special split into it too. It's great to see that stuff like that is basically, yeah, it's really good to see that people are good at these things, I guess. Yeah, that's some great use of words. I know. Red would be the best if it wasn't competitive exclusively in mind. Yeah, see, there is always the thing with Pokemon stuff, right? Is that it is absolutely a series made for multiple audiences in mind, and if you cover only one of them, the game in general is going to suffer a little bit, right? Okay, good. So we did actually check all these earlier. We're going to pick up these elemental plates. And I believe, if I recall correctly, that we can get the red plate from doing this, which is going to be very important to that specifically. Because being able to absorb fire, which is what that will give us, will help us out. Basically, it will trivialize one of the side quests entirely. Aside from an expenditure of money, but that's almost to be expected a little bit, really. Oh god, that's brutal. On the other hand, nice to see all that content stuffed in. Yeah, I should definitely pick at Pokemon-related projects some more at some point. Alright, so there's our white vest plant. Oh, can we not get the... Is the red plate the one that's in the castle? Damn. Built-in randomizer, though. That's pretty neat. Nice. Sounds like they really went all out with that. Whole crapload of extra mechanics and stuff for you to play around with. Alright, so... let's have a quick scan around this general area here. Nothing big to do in Medina. This is the town that we haven't visited yet. This is the town of Chorus, I think. We can't do anything at West Cape yet, right? Yeah, this is just the Tomb of Toma. And by tomb, I just mean sort of a fairly generic headstone. But we'll be able to deal with that. This is part of a side quest for later. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that we have to deal with here. Ah, yes, the ruins are pretty beat up. As you'd expect. Ghost sightings in the ruins. Yeah, if we go over there, there's a fight that we can't actually win. So we would have to go do the side quests in order to be able to explore that area. Which we'll do later. First, I'm just... yes, sounds like your dad doesn't do a whole lot of carpentry, kid. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be Mr. Carpenter over there using the same sprite as Tavin, not to be confused with Mr. Carpainter. Yeah, I've heard about the ghost. Going to be the first one to tell us. What do you got to tell us about the ghost? Ghostly night haunts the northern ruins. Even he never managed to find the treasure known as the Rainbow Shell. Ooh. So there's a bit of a lead on one of these side quests. What have you got for sale, Chief? You got all this stuff, and no gear. Well, unfortunately, I have no need of that, otherwise I'd probably spend a little bit of cash on the dude, but eh. Alright. We're going to have a quick look at equipment from Magus at 12,000 BC, because we will be using him eventually, don't worry. And then we're going to finally get to the Lost Sanctum. This is the one with the shop, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we got a better scythe than what we can buy here for Magus already, so that's not a big deal. Helmet. Oh, right. This area has, like, some actually pretty decent equipment for everybody on defense. Also, yeah, I forgot to give Chrono that memory cap, so that's okay. It doesn't provide as much defense as this, and it only prevents lock. That's not a huge deal. This prevents stop and slow, which is better, but meh. Meh. Who cares? 1 sec. Alright. What do we got going on here? We can sell some stuff here. Don't need the Empyrean Blade, Mega Blaster, Demon Slayer, Comet Bow. We haven't sold equipment in a while, I don't think. Moon Blade, Moonfall Scythe. That's right, this Yaksha Blade is something I wanted to look at, but it looks like it's not going to be as good as the other sword. I don't think it even has any sort of special effects on it. Yeah, so that can just go straight into the grinder and turn it into its constituent parts or something. And by that I mean, give me some free money, game. Doom Helm, we don't need that anymore. Don't need the Radiant Helm. Nor the Time Hat. So now we can go buy Aeonian suits for the other 6 people who... And by 6, I mean 5, pardon me, Marl has one already. Who don't have them and are not Magus. As you can see, Magus's Raven Armor is what it was called, right? Yeah, that provides slightly better defense. So he's a lucky fellow, isn't he? Alright, save our elemental plates. But we can sell the platinum vests and the radiant plates. Because these are things that we may want for specific purposes despite their lower defense. If we get the red plate, that was going to be the one that we were really looking forward to. But, as it stands, no such luck. So now we go even further back in time. And we gotta go find ourselves that Lost Sanctum portal, because I don't remember where that was, even though it was part of a cutscene. Ah, yes, it's up here, in a place you could land in before where there was nothing to be found. Fun music, at least. Let's take a look. Ah, there is quite a bit going on, it looks like. And a save point, that's nice of them. But we can't go in these doors. Search, you say. Well, let's see what we can do. Like I said, we can't really go in these holes, so... Oh, well, we can sort of fit in this one. That's a little weird. We can go up here. And we can find a forest using music from all the way back in 1000. We got some of these dudes going here. I hope this doesn't want me to have fire magic because, as you can see, I don't have anybody with it in the party right now. If so, we're going to have to deal with the Ogan Youth the same way we usually deal with things, which is, you know, with physical violence. Okay, well, apparently that is not necessary, but they are fairly stout, and they're all going to counterattack Marl. Or at least two of them are. Wow, these guys have a lot in the tank, huh? Like, wow. They got over 1,000 HP a pop. Alright, so this should get them to counterattack Frog if they survive this. Which they don't, thank goodness. Neat. Alright, so things are taking a bit of a step up here. This may not be an ideal place for us to be leveling at the moment. But perhaps it may just be these few enemies who are like this. That's always possible. As you can tell, it has been quite a while since I've dealt with this content at all. Usually I just play a different version of the game because, yeah, this is kind of grindy. As we're going to end up seeing probably very soon. Alright, so we got this neon blue imp. And a couple more chuckle fucks here. Ah yes, a slate imp. There we go. That makes some degree of sense. Yeah, physical special split is not a hard thing to do with those games. I believe that there's some, like, unused bits of move data, excuse me, in 3rd gen that it tends to rely on. And then it's just some tweaks to the battle formula. So, there have been hacks for that sort of thing around for 3rd gen games for quite a bit. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure that most 3rd gen hacking is done in Emerald using the Poke Emerald decomposition project, and then just running it through a decompilation, not decomposition. Listen to me, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, joke's over. Yeah, that is definitely a thing. So, yeah, it's in here. It's Dandy, it's Honey, doing a lurk. Well, enjoy your lurk. Oh god, that did nothing. Probably because Ayla has taken 0 damage this fight. And now they're all gonna counterattack. Or at least 2 of them are. So that may not have been my most clever move ever. Oh well, I thought I'd at least get some damage off of it. At full health. Not quite. Having trading available is an interesting thing for a lot of those hex, mostly because, well, trading via emulator is a thing that is less painful to do nowadays because of... Like, I know that BGB can do it for regular Game Boy. Game Boy Advance, I think MGBA is capable of it. Oh, hey, 20 grand. Nice. But way back in the days of we were using not that, things were a little bit rougher. Alright, so now we've got an Ogun Chieftain here to deal with. Can you not reach that dude? There we go. I don't think the damage on this spell is super great anyway, but no, that's actually quite good, so never mind. God, that looks really silly the way that attack animation goes. Okay, never mind. Oh, God. And she's dead. Great. That's a real cool game. Alright, throw out a heal. Yeah, we'll throw haste on Frog. That way maybe he can get some stuff done. Let's throw out some triple kick and see what kind of damage this does. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh yeah. That's really good, actually. Ice water. That should be enough to take out this last enemy. By a pretty wide margin, too. Yeah. Get that EXP, let's get those tech points. Let's get everybody healed also, would be a smart idea. Oh, hi, Ether. Oops. I just sort of came out. Sorry. Oh boy, more of this. Well, we're topped off, so it should be a little bit easier to deal with here, at least. That attack animation is really weird, by the way. I should... And by animation, I also mean the sound. I feel like I need to, at some point, like, go back and recheck what the original sound was. Also, can they stop attacking Marl, please? Like, this ganging up on one person thing is really rude. It's okay, they should thin their numbers significantly. I'm not sure how... Oh, yeah, that actually kills the entire thing. That's pretty much what it is a wet punch. Oh, wait. You're referring to something else, probably. Hey, a revive. Anybody got any comments on this weird glowing sapling? Well, you acknowledge that it exists. That's something at least. And elixir. That is a much nicer item. Wow, okay. This person. Hi, by the way. I've just been over here making fun of you and whatever strange things you were saying. Like I usually do. Because at this point... Just at this point, yeah. That's all. A lot of milk. That just makes me think of... There was this comic like a million years ago of a skeleton just chugging a bunch of milk before going through a dungeon and like walking through a bunch of spikes and taking 0 damage or something, and it ended with the skeleton walking on the sun and the phrase 0 fucking damage, and then the skeleton just going, ha ha, yes, just chugging more milk. Oh, sometimes things on the internet are good. I swear. I swear they are. Anything back here? Just a bunch of stone that's sort of arranged like a table. This looks really weird. Anything going on out here? This is an area we have to come back to else. When? Okay, yes. They're just like, actually, fuck it, we're leaving. Oh, someone's mad at us. Yeah, I mean, the Ice Age hasn't set in yet. What madness is this? I hope you'll not be missing them. Yeah, nice one, Frog. Yeah, we came, we saw, we kicked their asses. Don't make that face at me. This is some pretty intense, Irene, that is definitely a fairly intense BDSM type of relationship. I think. It's like a type of cannibalism. No, that's not it. I mean, clearly not. But... Excuse me. I mean, I suppose. It's just, you know. Get your bones eaten like that. Anyway, we got a bunch of lizard folks. Also, hey, wait a second. Frog's not an ape man. He's a frog man! We obtained the dragon's tear. I think that's an accessory. And yeah, so this is gonna be our little side quest haven here as we go between the two versions of this location. Let's take a look at this thing we got. Boosts critical hit rate. That doesn't tell us by how much, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would probably give more consideration to using it. But, still, neat. That could be pretty cool. knowledge. Calls of a tool known as the golden hammer. Made from the wood of a golden tree. Yeah, let's do that. So it's pretty much just going to be a bunch of, you know, talk to these people whenever, and they will give you what they'll, you know, they'll give you side quests. If you complete them, they'll give you rewards. But yeah, not everybody is going to give you a thing right away. I don't think there's much need for us to talk to everybody right now, but we may as well. Let's take a rest. I don't think we need to, but we'll do it anyway. Yep, never say no to a nap. Even in a hole in the wall in a lizard cave. Well, enjoy being dead for like however many hours to have, I guess. Alright, so there shouldn't be any monsters in here. I don't know if anybody's going to be of much help here. Yeah, so that guy gives you a little bit more of a hint, but of course, the fact that it's a gold, well, the fact that it's a little sparkly sapling at all should probably help you out with that one. Anyway, I guess I was wrong about there being no monsters here. Get a couple of things to fight. Should be a good place for us to grind up some more tech points and learn the rest of our moves. You know, I feel that if we use the stronger technique, we might actually be able to clear these dudes out all at once, but it'll be fine. They like all get their attacks at the same time. Actually, you know something? Let's... Oh, is that single target? Really? That's a bit of a letdown. Well, we can still take a look at it. Okay, yeah, that was certainly an animation. An animation that looked really hilariously broken, but... Basically, I'm just going to the back of this area to make sure that checking out the sapling is not, like, a required, you know, it's not an event flag, is what I'm trying to say. Wow, these guys legitimately just target Marl pretty much exclusively, don't they? I don't know if it's actually on purpose or not, but if it isn't, that is some weird RNG. So it looks like we can't check it right now. Which means that, yeah, that's not an event flag. So we came back here for not very much. That's not nothing, because, well, we got a chunk of tech points. You Rat Frog, how far off are you from Frog Squash? Not too far, okay. They only knew about it because of the leak. Wow, that seems kind of amazing, because they were the ones who were involved with it. And yet they didn't know until the leak happened. Which, I guess that means it hasn't started filming yet. I would assume. That is still really strange, though. Alright, so we got a couple of these frog enemies here. The King Frog. I wonder if water is going to fail to work on them. I'd assume not, but I mean, one of them did pop out of the water. Yeah, the damage isn't great, and they counter with... Oh god, they counter with water too, don't they? Or is that one just casting it normally? Yeah, it's a normal hard cast there. They have water 2 and lightning 2 for some reason. That seems a little bit needless, but okay. I don't think they have the other ones. Which is fine. Oh god, that purple thing is disgusting looking, this death creeper. It has a shadow attack, right? Yeah, that's shadow damage, that move. Let's see how that does. Does that kill it? Not quite. Yeah, it has the possession attack. And it has a really great laughing animation for some reason. this is often because of the barn mimic. Double cure. Good a reason as any to see what this looks like. About the sort of thing that you expect out of a healing move, I guess. Nice. Get that thing out of here. $8,000 gold. Nice. Not the only massive pile of cash we've picked up in here from treasure chests either, which is kind of strange. Got a shelter. This area, this mountain path is blocked off, right? Yeah. So the new with the freaky color palette is like, yeah, I don't think so, sir. Or the rest of you. So we're stuck going back. I think we have to go to the 600 AD portal in order to be able to actually get the golden sand. Or we're gonna have to time travel in at some point to be able to finish this side quest, basically. Twig Schroeder. And this way is too dark for us to go, right? Oh no, we can go into the first part of the cave here. But there's going to be a part where the game's like, yeah, you should probably not do that, it's too dark. And I'll be stuck like, well, I guess it's too dark, isn't it? I should have ate dinner earlier. I'm hungry. I figured, yeah, I'll have a late dinner after stream, but that may have been a foolish move on my part. Ooh, we got a piece of equipment, it looks like, this Reptite Tiara. That's probably going to be a thing for only the girls, yeah. 5 extra magic. That's nice. I think the other thing we got was just a high ether or something, right? Oh, it was a turbo ether. That's still a nice thing to get. There's one of those guys. And just a bat, right? Got a Mega Elixir. Okay, so that thing has only about 1,000 HP. That makes things a little bit easier for us, I think, on some level. And yeah, here's where we hit the point of we can't see in here, so we have to go back. That's fine. Perhaps a little less so as if the enemies immediately respawn, like, right there. Oh well. I'm just taking a look at my required tech points. Alright, so Frog should only need, like, 6 more fights, and then we can substitute him for a bit. Which is probably a little strange to do, because, well... he's my area of effect healer. But, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do stuff like that in order to be able to help get everybody all leveled up. You gotta make decisions that aren't necessarily your best ones. Maybe Song of Storms. Oh, I get it. Her. It's a really weird looking laughing animation, by the way. Just to put that out there, in case I haven't made it clear that that looks incredibly odd. But I mean, I like that it's there. Good of them to do something with all the assets for these sprites. Other than just palette swap them. Are these bats supposed to be like hard to hit enemies or something? Well, they can put people to sleep if they actually land the status effect. So let's just do ice water because apparently trying to hit them with physical attacks doesn't always work. Which is a weird thing for me to find out now. Oh well. Heal everybody up and go back out. Because we already got the golden sand. We were just exploring the area for the reasons of exploring the area. See if there's anything for us to pick up and all that. Alright, and here comes the gang. They're all here, etc. Jackpot, by the way, is the enemy's name. That's good. Put a green palette swap on it and you can call it Pot of Greed. Oh, somebody's not impressed with it, apparently. And we get a couple of Reptite palette swaps. These are called Exiles. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it implies that they've been kicked out of town for having a color palette that makes them look evil or something. Oh, that's mildly annoying. Mild irritation at its most mildly irritating. Alright, that chucklehead should be out of here. And so's that one. Alright. Hooray, we learned Frog Squash. Let's swap Robo in for a second. Because Robo should be short one dual tech with Marl that he should be able to get after like a single fight. And then after we do that, we can swap somebody else back in who can give us better results. I think Electrocute is going to be our best bet for damage here. Let's do our big AoE single spells. haven't even shown this off, so... Right. I like his triangular prism thing that comes out of his chest, too. As it does that attack, that is neat. Meanwhile, Ice 2's damage is a little underwhelming, but it is what it is. We learned Cure Wind, so that'll be our last move for Robo, right? Or last move, last dual tech, right? Yeah, so we can take him out. We can... Alright, Chrono, are you all up to date with everybody here? Yes. Chrono and Robo have one more. I think that Marl and Robo don't... Or Marl and Robo, pardon me. What am I trying to say? Let me see if I can remember how to use my words properly. That'd be great. I think Luca and Robo don't gain their last one until she's, like, done learning her techniques. Which, I'm now like, shit, did I even get her Fire 2? I think I at least did that. Magus, by the way, has no dual techs whatsoever. He does gain triple techs, but only through the use of accessories. For reasons that are kind of strange. He's not a team player. Yeah, basically, because, well, I mean, remember, he was our enemy up until whenever the fuck that was, and so I guess that's probably it, is that it's just like, oh, well, he doesn't actually like us. He's just tagging along because that's what you do. Anyway, Megavolt, right? That's what it was called, was Megavolt. This, as you can see, Chrono's Lightning 2 only costs 2 MP, but it is ridiculously powerful in terms of light element damage. Again, provided everybody's stuff is all up to date in that area. So Robo can stay in as our healer for the moment. Again, just because he does a little better with Heal Beam than Frog does with the other thing. Let's go take a nap in the one dude's house. And now I think we go into the back and we sprinkle the sand on the thing, because we got that already. Let's find out about that before we jump straight to time traveling, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let's take these fights. That's right, that's single target. Hey, wow, that's rude, dude. And wow, Luca's not doing a ton of damage, but I guess she's probably a little bit under-leveled because we have not used her too much. No, she's the same level as everybody else. I'm sure it'll work itself out eventually. Because I'm used to her being, like, really good at magic DPS. But I've also just used different parties this entire playthrough than what I usually do, so... Wow, okay. Do only the red ones counterattack? It's kind of weird if so. Yeah, they really are just straight up DBZ designs, huh? Well, it is a game with Akira Toriyama doing the character designs and everything, so it completely makes sense that they're just something out of Dragon Ball Z. Oh wow, fight's not over. Okay. Well, Robo, you know what to do. Give us that great sound effect again. Ah, laser spin, what a move. Alright, now we get a group 4 Ogans. Hulk Ogans. I should probably heal after this fight, huh? Alright. Yeah, we'll apply some of that golden dust. Yeah, see, there we go. Marl thinking a little better than... Marl just throwing it out there, you know. Listen, I'm not saying she's not clever, but it is a little bit like Princess Peach in the old game that I just did a video on recently. Hey, Mark, how is it going? I hope you're doing well. We're in the part of the game that is bonus material for the DS version of Chrono Trigger. This was not in the original Super Nintendo version. And it is full of backtracking back and forth, so this may take not one stream, that's for sure. If you're doing alright, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, indeed. Yeah, let's just say that Sunshine was a bit of, Sunshine sure happened, we'll put it that way. The game's fine, but some of the writing... Well... I mean, I guess that... when you're not used to actually having to write stories for a series, you're gonna... Yeah. I like that Robo always makes his beeping noises when he talks. Hairless? Robo's the only one here who's bald. Q-Man is both of our names. Yeah. And Robo. Talking apes. Yep. That's us. We are neither damn nor dirty, though, so... I mean, we're already kinda... Contract. I just immediately thought of a really dumb joke. It's related to an anime I don't even like. Twilight Sparkle Humanoid Pony Zelda 1 spread. Interesting. Hey, if that's the thing that people want, I have no judgment. I feel like maybe I should learn how to do that and just start dumping several of the things that I've considered as ideas that could be fun. But I'm never confident in any sort of artistic or creative endeavor whatsoever, so... Ah, yes, they want to haul us into doing side quests. You know, that's absolutely fine. We're already doing it for the ones in the ancient past. Or Monsters in the Wood beyond this event. Moral, please. It wants to play mature. I mean, I guess you're right about that. Come to think of it. And yeah, color, that is another thing, because using the NES palette, you are kind of limited because, right? Like, you can't literally just use all, you know, of the 16 million, however many colors it is, and only pick 3 plus transparency. It's not like that, right? Assuming I'm remembering correctly, there's a fairly small amount of color that... Because, like, yeah, a year ago, I was doing a little bit of stuff with, you know, making some minor graphics that were inside of the NES limitations for something Eternal Darkness related for a friend. And I remember looking at that, and it was something like your color limitations were... It was a very small number. It was less than 100 that were really available in the NES's palette, if I recall correctly. And I was just like, wow, that's a little gross, but if I can make it work, I can make it work. So, that's... I can imagine that being an issue, depending on a lot of the character designs. I mean, also, I've done some stuff with, you know, other palette shifting. Like, you can see the couple of sprites behind the thing that I have on my chat box. Like, I think the Samus and Cabal are actually from things that are on the Game Boy in the first place. But the Koishi and Kakyoin are not, and I had to reduce those down to the green scale that's used for the original Game Boy, because originally the layout was just straight up for original Game Boy, and I was doing a couple other things that were using that for a visual cue. Because yeah, this layout is old as shit, by the way, like at least 6 years old or something, and I never did much more with it. And I'm just sort of used as this because I'm fucking lazy, but Yeah, I am fully aware of that kind of limitation in a lot of technology and how not great it can be. Excuse me. Anyway, the thing I wanted to do, Marl has learned her last move. I don't think that is used in anybody's dual techs, so we may not ever have to put her in the party ever again, except once Luca learns Flare. Because that one actually is. But we can put Magus back in here and... Alright, let me pop this open in a window here, so that way I can be sure of the math on this. Yeah, that looks like... That looks like it, yeah. It's a chart that is slightly larger, well, a lot larger, really, than what I originally thought, but slightly smaller than my second guess. So that's noteworthy? Question mark? But yeah, depending on how, like, out there some of your color combinations are, if you're doing a sprite piece, it can be a little bit funny trying to do something like that for NES graphics. Like, in particular, your choices for a pure red, even, are not great. Because if you look at the 05, 06 columns, which is where that sort of thing would probably start for you, you don't have one that's very light, because once you do, it starts changing to a different color. Like, the 05 column is a little more magenta, and by a little more, I mean a lot more. Meanwhile, the X6 column is all, it's pretty orange. So, yes, that was a little bit rough when I was trying to make a Chaturga rune on NES palette. But that's a million years ago by now. Oh, hey, that I think is like an unused frame of animation. That weird, like, golden fluid coming out of the pot. Nice. This actually mostly reminds me that I still never actually got around to playing the Game Boy Color Quest 64 thing. Thing? Because I'm like, wait a second, is that a sequel? No, it's not a sequel. It's a fucking remake-ish. Which is very weird, and as I've said before, I've generally heard that it's a better... Yeah. It's like, wait a second, is it a full remake, or is it... But maybe my brain just shut off a little bit, because I do that a lot. I forget things. Easily. Also, yeah, I know that the sound on Lightning 2 is probably a little bit harsh for a lot of people. I just... Well, one, I'm already kind of acclimated to it, and two, I'm mostly just tapping whatever's first on Magus's list, because not, like, elements are a thing that we have to worry about with these dudes right now. We don't really have to care about that unless we go to the area in the south. But also, you get to see that Magus has some pretty good physical damage on him, too. He's not just, like, a pure caster. He's a good all-rounder. It's just that he has next to no utility in his moveset. Uh-oh. Well, that thing definitely has a golden hammer. Let's go kick that thing's ass. Oh boy, we gotta play hide and seek with this nerd. Okay. Changed dragon head. Is that that's a helmet, right? Yeah. Gives us +5 strength. So again, Robo is definitely turning into like a serious workhorse for our party. I'd kill to have more speed capsules right now. Okay, we got that one already. Did we get the one that was down below? Well, we did now, and it's 25k. There you are. I thought we had to do like a whole sort of hide-and-seek minigame. Anyway, Gold Hammer. Not to be confused with Gold Finger. How do you like a bit of fire tackle? His attack went up. Ooh, that's a little bit, dangerous sounding. Does his attack just go up every time we cast a spell at him? Or whenever we deal damage to him? Because that could get quite nasty. Alright, so he's weak against magic attacks. I think Lucas is going to be our person that sets that for now or something. Oh, sir, now that is just really, really rude of you, as usual. Oh, is he simply counterattacking everything with that now? Don't like that. Yeah, see, that's the thing that I remember is that, yeah, it's kind of impressive that they adapted that as they did. On the other hand, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I guess it's a top-down game, but at least also is one of those things that makes sense. Well, okay, top-down is... It wasn't all a top-down perspective, but it was the sort of thing that transferred to it easily. You know, it still basically was planar. Height was not a major concern most of the time. It's something that needs a few asterisks. Spark the Jester 3. I never heard of this, but I will look into it at a point in time. Alright. Weak against magic attacks, and we done goofed this entire fight pretty badly, I guess. And by that, I mean, thankfully that's fairly recoverable from... Fuck! Wow, alright, you dick. Okay. Sure, I guess go ahead and get him before I can heal him. 3D Sonic-like game. Okay, that is something that catches my interest. I mean, my feelings on 3D Sonic tend to be a little mixed, but I usually have fun with them, so... Excuse me. Robo, why don't you get a little bit of... Oh, yeah, that's right. Does, like, no physical damage. What? Nothing deals physical damage to this dude, basically, at all, is what I meant. How about some napalm? It missed. Not what I was expecting. Also, wow, everybody's mana has, like, disappeared. Because I've been crapping out so many spells. Fire here. Nice. I didn't need to use all those mid-ethers. Well, oops. Alright, so we wrench the golden hammer out of the thing's hand, and we just leave it there. Good to see that it reconstituted itself after our battle, though. I don't know how that works, but okay. Out we go. Strange that you don't restore mana by wandering around outside of battle. Is that something that was just like... they glitched the programming, or was it not an included script or something? I.e., like it was not intended to be done at all. Hey, neat! We got a Mega Elixir. Not implemented in the coding. Okay, so... I guess a little bit more in the bugged area, I guess, in a sense. This dude wants to build a bridge. This guy wants somebody to talk about that bridge. This guy likes ladders. You know, ladders are interesting. Hey, Elder. Entry is forbidden. Gotcha. Oh, right, because that one room, that's like the Dragon Tier room in Chrono Cross, isn't it? Taking a walk in the mountains. Fair enough. What about you? Anything to... Hey, you've got a hint for a thing that we just finished. I have to find some Lumicite. Okay, you're yet another blacksmith in the same house. Yeah, I mean, you've already mentioned that it won't let you max out stats because of a glitch, so I guess it could just be that, you know, just general buggy programming. I mean, again, after all, we have to remember that they were basically porting an N64 game, and one that functioned perfectly fine, even if the design raised some questions once in a while, to the Game Boy Color. So if there was a little bit of crust involved, I'm not 100% shocked. And hey, guess what? Magus is immune to all status effects. Sucker! Can Can we laser spin these rats down to size a little bit? A little bit seems to be the operative term there. Damn. There's some pretty stout rats, all considered. $50K. Wow, this era is generous as fuck with money. I'm kind of surprised because I feel like the amount that we've picked up in the game is like almost more than you need in a regular playthrough. Shelter. Oh yeah, this area is going to be closed off, right? Yeah, that's right. Imagineer was not exactly a large company anyway, right? Imagineer being the actual developer. I literally know of only one project that they did other than Quest 64, and I guess presumably also the Game Boy Color one. So, the only other thing that I know that they did is that they made a port of Lemmings on the PC-98 platform, which is a Japanese computer platform. Like, it wasn't a single machine, of course. The Japanese, the PC-98 series goes back to 1982, I think, is how old the oldest ones were. And the last one that was compatible was released sometime in 2000. I actually got one of that last model fairly recently for a price that I'm kind of impressed was not horrendous, basically. Yeah, exactly. Most people know of the PC-98 platform because of the Toho series. But there's a lot of other stuff on it, too. A lot of this stuff was independently programmed. It was designed as a business computer initially, so not surprisingly, you have a lot more instances of, like, a lot of the games being, well, made by hobbyists who already owned them for business-related reasons. And a very large amount of visual novels, because I think that it was kind of lacking in the graphics technology department. Because, well, again, if it was a business computer, you didn't need most of that shit. So I can kind of understand why they'd be like, well, okay, we're not going to devote too much resources to making this do sprite graphics in a super smooth way. One other really interesting game on the PC-98 was the... I'm sure at least some of you have heard of the game EVO's Search for Eden, right? A game for the SNES that was released by Enix, I think. A very strange sort of like platformer RPG type of game where he plays a little creature and you can evolve different body parts for it. It's a really neat game. It's hard as fuck, though. I might play it at some point, but I'm super bad at it. So, the interesting thing about it is that EVO Search for Eden is actually the sequel to / sort of a remake of, like, in this weird place between the two concepts of another game that, well, if I start out saying, I'm sort of beating around the bush here a little bit because I realized that if I say the title as 46 Okunen Monogatari, I'm going to sound like an asshole. Because very clearly, 46, as the digits 4 and 6, is not pronounced 46 in Japanese. the word 46 is not a Japanese word. But it translates to 4.6 billion years story, the theory of evolution. Also known as EVO, the theory of evolution, because there's an official translation out there. Can these guys cut this shit out? I'd like to have actual turns. And just because the animation takes like 800 years per go, and there's 4 of them. And so this game is a little bit more of a traditional RPG, and by that I mean it is just a traditional RPG, as opposed to having the platforming elements that the SNES game incorporated later. And it is incredibly strange. So there's a couple of pretty interesting games out there for it. Some of them at least are vaguely notable, just by virtue of, well, being a little bit odd. A lot of the visual novels from the PC 98 era are, unsurprisingly, pretty influential for that particular genre. It also has a lot of stuff that is very adult in nature. Unsurprisingly, when your platform is mostly independent programmers, that kind of thing is going to flourish a little bit more than if it's mostly more corporate. And a lot of that stuff is notable too, but yeah, probably don't completely need me to say that. Let's clear this encounter out. I don't think I want to use laser spin here. Let's throw down an electrocute and see if that clears these guys out instantly or not. Alright, so we learned Megaton Bomb. So how long until Luca gets Flare? Like, yeah, almost 1,000 tech points. But of course, Flare hits pretty hard and costs a lot of MP, so yeah. I guess you'd expect that a little bit, huh? And moreover, we learned Double Bomb. That's Robo's last dual tech overall, I think. So we got 3 with Marl, 3 with Chrono. We should have 3 with Frog as well, yeah. And 3 with Ayla. So we don't even really need him in the party anymore to learn anything else. But of course, we're going to keep him in there because he's real good. He does have MP troubles. Maybe I should consider equipping him with that golden stud, although that speed ring is doing a lot of work right now, so I guess that may have to be a bit of a no-go. Anyway, that side passage is probably still too dark for us to cross. But more interestingly, we picked up a steel ingot. That's a key item, right? So that's us picking up something that we don't need just yet. Yeah. So we're going to be using that at some point. Maybe if we present that to a blacksmith or something. Okay, yeah, the whole stairs here are destroyed, so I guess that technically we can go over there, but on the other hand, also no. You know, let's take this fight again. Because, hey, these tech points are not a bad thing to get more of. Now to sit here waiting through like 20 actions. There we go. Alright. Let us go back over here and fight these dudes again. Let's throw out a heal beam in the middle of the fight, because we can, basically. Oh yeah, I probably should show off Megaton Bomb at some point, right? Showing off all the skills seems like not a bad idea. God, that is fucking pricey. And single target, too. That hurts me a little bit. In a variety of ways. However, I assume that it's... Megaton Bomb is a splash damage attack, right? I'm not an idiot. I could have sworn it was. Maybe it's just a very small area of effect, relatively speaking. I mean, it sure looks like it should be, but it also looks like that AoE should be larger then. So maybe it isn't. Our mana is running a little bit low, so we should probably see about filling some folks up, or see if we can avoid fights a little better. And we can buy regular ethers, I know that. So we can just use a couple of these here. That should do us fine. I think. Excuse me. Oh look, more rats. I guess at least these dudes don't steal our potions. I like how they both opened the fight with trying to status effect Magus, though. That doesn't work, guys. He's immune to that shit. Oh, mana drain. Yeah, that's real good. It'd be unsurprising, I guess, if the mana-stealing enemies were the ones who could dodge physical attacks, though. Let's just dodge the last King Frog and get back to town, because, honestly, I don't want to take that fight right now. I just want to go heal, and I want to see if anybody wants this steel ingot. Sir, do you want a steel ingot? Nope. You can tell somebody's missing, by the way. Want Lumicite? You don't care about a steel ingot. Alright. Well, let's go out. Excuse me. There we go. It's a slightly particular spot. And we got anything else of interest here? Got the same gear. And this guy, oh wow, this guy sells elixirs. He sells high ethers too. Holy shit. I didn't realize that this shop was this good. So I think we're going to be stockpiling pretty hard here. Yeah, let's just bankrupt ourselves with those. Any equipment to sell? We got 2 Aeonian helms to dump. We've got... No, we keep the plates. And again, we're going to check around and see if anybody wants this steel ingot. Oh, this dude wants the hammer. Absolutely take yourself a golden hammer. And we get 100 grand. Wow, that is a pretty massive reward. And we're gonna go spend most of it on ethers. Yep, just absolutely tank our cash quickly and quickly. Love gemstones, huh? Quick look in here. I don't think we can do anything with these pedestals right now. Yeah. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, hello, I'm back. Sorry about the hold-up. Wrong button. Oops. Oops. Alright, so... I think we have to go back to the other portal in order to get our next side quest. Because the way this is laid out is a little bit silly. But I'm going to double check if this person has anything to say. No, they're just giving me a hint about that. It's just a shop guy. Oh, here we go. Daughter has become ill. Well, I know of the Prisma Stone. It's said to hold the power to cure affliction. Well, that's a little generic and vague, but let's see what we can do here. It's the peak of Mount Emerald, east of the Great Southern Swamp, but a guardian blocks the way up the mountain and I cannot go. Absolutely. Let's see what we can do about that. Well, I can tell you what we're going to do. I'll tell you what we can do, and it involves a lot of backtracking back and forth, that's for sure. But first, let's see if we can actually maybe get that dude to budge. And check our things. We need 52 for Dark Bomb, so... Magus is pretty close to having all elements of magic all to himself. Which is a nice start on things. What am I doing? Not the right thing, that's all. Yeah, these guys are pretty magic durable, so that's... It's my fault for using the lightning spell, isn't it? Alright, so we get ourselves a fight. I thought for a second this was the guy that you had to bring his lunch or something. $302, that's not horrible. Okay, I think he's gonna, like, counterattack all of our... Maybe just all of our magic? And it looks like physical attacks too, but those are targeted counters using a stop move. So we're probably not exactly carrying an ideal party here to deal with this. That's the take-home message here. Let's just chuck a bomb at him and see what kind of damage we get out of this. 500, that's pretty solid. It just invokes a flare counterattack and it costs 15 mana. On the other hand, Magus can't be statused, so he can just keep using his physical attacks and those counters will do nothing of note. Oh, is that an HP to 1? Yes, it is. That's upsetting. Don't counter with... Oh, he countered with the time stop move. Well, he's dead because that actually deals damage. I was expecting him to do the usual sleep move, but eh. Heal, and yeah, Luca gets put to sleep, but she was kind of dead weight at this point anyway with no mana. That said, it might be prudent to have Magus use an actual spell here. And then Heal Beam. Because, I mean, yeah, we'll take a chunk of damage from the flare counter, but it will wake Luca up, so she'll be able to go back to doing all the nothing she likes doing, I guess. And by that I mean so she can get a regular attack in for a small handful of damage. Alright, dude, we get it. Calm down. How many of those do you need between moves? Although definitely a boss that seems a little bit scary. Just that now we're in a position where we're not getting a whole lot going on. Throw a high ether at Luca. He's gonna take like 14 damage from that, so what? Alright, so now we can throw bombs again. She gives a pretty good source of... I realized just now that this is a fight that you can pretty much manipulate a certain way if you just equip the right armor and use the right elements. Oh, god damn it. I got interrupted in the middle of... So, he's gonna die now. And by he, I mean Magus. Come on, cut me some slack, dude. You snuck that in while I was pressing the A button. You dick. Right, revive, heal beam. Yeah, sometimes the ATB system can be a little bit mean like this. I don't begrudge anybody who's just like, yeah, I'm just going to set this on wait mode forever because... Yeah, I mean, when stuff like that happens, why would you not feel like that is a good idea, right? You know what I'm trying to say. I just don't know how to use words correctly. Apparently, as usual. Ah, fuck. And there's Robo about to go down. Or we win the fight. That's also a potential option. Oh, that was very irritating. Oh boy, are we gonna have to fight this dude again? That doesn't sound great. Alright. Robo heal everybody, and now let us... Well, I'm gonna check... We're along here. 25 still, huh? Alright, now we begin our trek up the mountain. The first time of many that we will be seeing this fucking mountain. Alright, so what do these guys have going? Dodge physical attacks easily, I guess? How do you do, Luca? You have accuracy. Yeah, so I think that that's just going to be a bit of a no-go. And we're just going to want to cast magic on them. Alright, well, they go down pretty easily at least, so I'll take that gladly. $10K. Nice, that should buy us like one more high ether or something. I probably have more than I will need, but eh. I like maxing those things out. So I'm probably going to try to do it again. Not enough to destroy both, all three enemies, rather, even. Sheesh. I know how to count. I don't, apparently. And that should get Magus Dark Bomb, yes. Alright. So what's next on the agenda for you? Barrier. Oh yeah, you actually do learn Shell for Magus. That's a little bit of utility in his kit. A tiny amount, really, but something. Alright, let's see how good Dark Bomb is, because again, it's another 8 mana technique, and you can see it has an AoE, but it's a fairly small one, so it's not... It doesn't hit everybody, but it's like, it's a bigger circle than Cyclone, I guess, but not necessarily by a ton. Because as you can see when we fought Magus, he was not able to hit more than one member of our party at once. If you remember that from several streams ago at this point, which is like almost a couple of weeks now because I've been so bad at being on the ball with streams. I'm trying, but my sleep schedule's all fucked up. At least I didn't fall asleep in the midday today. Everything down. Nice and quickly, like. Go up this here ladder. Let's keep going. Not a whole lot to say here. This is a fairly, well, simple setup. Alright, we got a Jade Wing and we got some Hercules Beetles. These guys, I think, are actually more susceptible to physical attacks than magic, but I don't remember for sure. Oh yeah, it didn't take any damage from fire. So we're just gonna beat these things up. Oh hey, we can fuse it, nice. That is probably not going to have real effects on it, but eh. Yeah, especially since it didn't get a chance to act, so... eh. Yeah, excuse my yawning. Sorry. Sorry. Got an Aeonian helmet. We don't need that right now because we've got a bunch of those already. And here come the bugs. Oh wow, that thing casts Dark Bomb. That's kind of surprising. Although, yeah, you can see that if we went back and we used a... Maybe when the enemies do it, it's literally just single target, because that should absolutely have just hit 2 members of our party. Eh. I probably should absolutely just go back and heal, because, yeah, obviously we're spending a fuck ton of mana, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It won't be a huge concern. 10 seconds. 10 seconds later. It's a huge concern! Oh good, more armor that we've already upgraded past, or everybody has already. Oh hey, look! That's how little of a concern it was. There's actually another save point right here. That is a lot of save points in this mountain. Like, far more than I would expect, really. But hey, I'm not about to complain. Just express more than a little bit of surprise. You know, fire works really well on those birds. I don't know if I want to test it with anything else. Clear them out. Except for the bugs who we have to fight the normal way. I can access bestiary information from, like, just in the regular game, so I do want to check and see if they are just immune to magic, or if there's something special that we have to do to them, or something like that. I assume they are completely immune to magic, though. Because that is exactly what I would expect, really. Alright, so we can pull out our book here and we can take a look at some enemies. No faster way to do this than just do it this way. Because the L and R are gonna tab to the other side so that, yeah. You see what's going on here. This is the part where we can start taking a look at things. Yeah, 100 magic defense, and they are just immune to all elements. So I guess if we had non-elemental magic, then maybe that would be a thing that would be usable, but I think that all of our non-elemental techniques are based on defense. Or based on physical attack. And I guess physical defense is a consequence. Alright, so we got the stone. Let's make our way back down the mountain, which is going to be a not very short trek. Sometimes involving encounters that take a bit to start. Oh, I was clearly hoping for a crit a little too much there. I got what was coming to me, at least a little bit. And... yeah. Again, we're going to take all the battles, even though, again, these Hercules beetles are really irritating. But we do want the tech points they drop. And I mean, the experience isn't necessarily bad either, so... Ah, yes, thanks for the crit, Magus. Well-timed as ever. Oh, good job not killing that bird, Luca. Oh yeah, nothing there. Not even a fight. Well, there was a chest, but it's no longer there now, is it? Somebody asking you to a Jason Voorhees, that's... Ah, yes, good old Mr. Hockey Mask. Okay, so I'm guessing it... Back down the mountain. And this... I was gonna say, on this screen we get no fights, but no, this is... There's one more screen of this mountain. I forgot. A lot of space in this mountain. Excuse me. Yeah, Luca's getting targeted pretty hard. She's a little bit wore out. I need to heal now. About a heal beam to get everybody a little bit. Get this off. Excuse me. Oh, Jason Voorhees didn't start wearing the hockey mask until the third movie. I did not realize that. I also don't know about a lot of horror movies, so... Probably tells you a lot, but, you know. Alright, my dude, I found this stone. Absolutely, you go ahead and take that thing. God. Oh, nice. That is some good stuff. We got some speed capsules, most importantly, and guess who is eating all of those? It's Robo, because at this point, I am enjoying doing that. Getting him more turns. At this point, he's got a strong enough AoE heal that and his attack damage is really good. He's kind of our best party member at this point, I think. But now that we've done the first few side quests of the Lost Sanctum and we've had a bit of a look around, that is going to be it for tonight. We're going to do some more of this on Wednesday if I'm not dead. But yeah, this is going to take a bit because there's a lot to do here. And then we'll embark on the game's original side quests. So, see you soon.